Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that now exists in a world where your iPhone has ray tracing for some reason. That's right. The iPhone announced they're doing ray tracing, and also Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming to it. I don't know what's going on over in that world. I am not a mobile gamer, but okay. But today in the news, it looks like Overwatch 2 has got competition when it comes to being Steam's worst game. Another has come to claim the title, and this time, another storied franchise, one that I would say is even more storied than Overwatch 2. We're talking basketball, NBA 2K24. That's right, the latest edition in 2K's basketball series has received an influx of negative reviews, specifically from PC players. This stems from the PC version of the game being based on the PS4 and Xbox One versions of the game, not the next-gen PS5 and Xbox Series XS releases. According to Eurogamer, this means visually the game is lacking and has seen little improvement since last year's edition. Further, some features from the newer console versions are missing on PC. For instance, the game's website celebrates features like Pro Play that directly translates NBA footage into NBA 2K24 gameplay, as well as personalized career mode, the W. These are only available on the PS5 and Xbox Series XS. And I'd be pretty pissed too, considering on Steam they're selling the Black Mamba edition for $99. And granted, when you have a release across multiple generations, it's never great to see differences in those releases, but this is just leaving out features. And the reviews express this. To top it all off, adds user Scorty, the 2K TV segments before each game are gleefully bragging about how wonderful the story element in My Career is for the next-gen version. Meanwhile, over on Reddit, the negative comments continue, particularly around the inclusion of microtransactions in a full-price game. Every single microtransaction tactic you can think of is in full use here, claims one commenter. As of right now, the game currently sits at an 11% score on Steam 250's top 100 worst Steam games, thanks to its over 3,000 drastically negative reviews on the site. 2K is a huge franchise, and I don't know what the PC market for it is. I know it's huge on console, so maybe it won't be a big hit, but it's not a good look to have PC players be like, this is trash. And admittedly, it is. This is a trash move. So hopefully for them, they listen to feedback and deliver an update to make it the next-gen version on PC. But they clearly released it for a reason. This way, what that reason is and why doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Again, I keep thinking maybe it's because they don't see the PC market for an NBA 2K game being big enough to warrant it. I honestly don't know. I have no idea what they could have been thinking. In other news, the Cyberpunk 2077 DLC is coming along at the end of the month. Phantom Liberty will be here, and just like with the release of the original game, now even more so with all the changes and the updates and the things they've made to the original game with the 2.0 and now with the expansion, CD Projekt is saying, hey you, check your PC cooling, just to be safe. No, it's not because of the immense heat coming from Idris and Keanu sharing the screen together. The game's lead CD programmer, Philip Perchinsky, took to Twitter and shared, before release CP 2077 2.0 and PL, please check conditions of your cooling systems in PC. We use all of what you have, so workload on CPU, 90% on 8-core is expected. To save you time, please run Cinebench or similar and check stability of your systems. And for many of you who might be unfamiliar, Cinebench is a free program that tests a PC's hardware capabilities. By running it in advance, players will be able to determine how well their PC will cope with version 2.0 of the game. And I, for one, appreciate the honesty and the openness with this. This is a thing that CDP games have done since as far back as I can remember, from Witcher 2 on. They will tax your system. If you want to play it like the best graphics and the best this and that, they're going to just really make your system work for it. And I'm fine with it. I'm prepared. I'm ready. But I also understand that a lot of people were really hesitant and they had a lot of questions about this. I currently have a Core i7-8700. Will I be able to run the game anymore? One Cyberpunk 2077 player asked, to which the developer simply replied, will be good. And it makes sense why all eyes are on this last major update in Phantom Liberty, both from an expansion perspective and from a game performance perspective. CDP has done a lot of work to turn around Cyberpunk 2077 since the initial release. You know, it's one of those things where if you're a fan, you want it to succeed. succeed, and you're worried that it may not, and your expectations are tempered, but like, you're here for it. I get it. I've been in the same place with many game companies before, many times before. It comes with just being a fan, right? You just want it to be good because you're just, you hope that you're going to get what you've always wanted. And my hope is that's what this turns out to be. Speaking of Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red also teased a few surprises that will be made during this Thursday's Night City Wire live stream. We'll talk about new radios, learn more about Reed from Idris Elba himself, discuss gameplay and new abilities, and throw in a surprise or two. So hey, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but fingers crossed they had Gwent to Night City. Oh, that would just make my day. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks so much, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.